okay? That's the ions that move across the cell membrane, and you know that. This is threshold. We're going to call it threshold anyway, okay? This is my threshold. When depolarization occurs at the threshold, gets to the threshold, the generation of action potential. And I've asked you before, what causes the generation of an action potential? The answer is depolarization to threshold, and you know this. So, what we have right here, we have an automatic depolarization. Let's take a beat, kabam, all right? This is the activation of the SA node right here, SA node AV bundle, bundle branches, Purkinje fibers, etc. right here. Now, once this thing activates it right here, once the generation of the action potential is initiated right here, there's an automatic depolarization time from depolarization to repolarization, repolarization back to rest, but resting doesn't stay at resting. It automatically depolarizes back to threshold. It automatically depolarizes back to threshold. This is what happens at the SA node right here. If this is every 1 second, it's 60 beats a minute. If this is a beat every second, it's 60 beats a minute. The normal heart rhythm is about 72. The normal. Mine's 56, okay? My beat right there is longer than excuse me, my beat right there is different than 1 second right there. Since it's 62 right there, mine is 1.2 or 1.3 seconds. But it's all right, it is what it is right there. So this is the generation. Take a look in your reading, excuse me, and tell me what ion is it. What ion is it right here? What channel is right here? What channel is open right here all the time for me to have automatic depolarization? You'll find this in your reading right there. So that's your assignment so far is to, and it's not on your sheet right here. I want you to put that on your sheet right here. What channel causes automatic depolarization at the SA node? That's what I want from you, all right? You'll have to the end of next week to do this one, but this is just a start of it, okay? Now, that's the generation of action potential. Damn it. The generation of the action potential at the SA node, how can this be influenced? Well, how can you speed it up? How can you increase your heart rate? Okay? How can you increase your heart rate? Would you want these lines further apart to increase your heart rate, or do you want them closer together to increase your heart rate? Well, it's obvious you want these spikes, these points right here, closer together. So how can we get them closer together? Think of the autonomic nervous system. What system is going to, excuse me, what system, damn it, is going to have more ions coming across the membrane sooner to depolarize it to threshold? What system is it? What part of the autonomic nervous system? The two components are sympathetic and parasympathetic. What is the sympathetic nervous system? Through the release of epinephrine on the cardiac muscle cells right here, is going to open up more channels sooner and cause this depolarization of threshold to happen quicker. Going to bring our spikes together closer right here and increase our heart rate. Parasympathetic does just the opposite, all right? It relaxes the heart rate. It slows the heart rate back down to normal right there. Or maybe even the parasympathetic, through the activity of the vagus nerve, that's funny. Anyway, the vagus nerve right there slows it down even more than normal, okay? So, excuse me, maybe, I'll get rid of something. Apologize for you having to listen to that, but I got no choice, okay? Cardiac rhythm, the pacemaker activity is what that we just talked about right here. Cardiac rhythm, the pacemaker activity, it depends on how soon, what channels are open right here, and you take a look at there. The more channels open up, the quicker depolarization of the threshold, the faster the rate. The fewer channels that open up, the slower depolarization of the threshold right there, the slower the rate. That's what that is about. So you take a look and find me the channels. Okay? Now, bradycardia, tachycardia, and ectopic beat right here. This refers to a normal rhythm right here. If the normal rhythm is 72, bradycardia is slower than normal. Every time I go to the VA, they write down bradycardia. I said, it's not normal. I said, that's not mine. I said, mine is normally 56. So they still write down bradycardia. That's all right, bless their hearts. Tachycardia is faster than normal. Maybe a heart rhythm of 80 or something like that, okay? An ectopic beat is an abnormal rhythm, is all that it is. It's not an arrhythmia, it's an abnormal rhythm. Remember that cardiac conduction, SN node, AV bundle right there? Well, let's jump from a normal pathology of the nodes right there and have a beat generated at the AV bundle. It can generate a beat. It can generate a heart rate itself. So if we generate one in there in the abnormal sequence of times, abnormal time sequence, we're going to get an ectopic beat. An ectopic beat is an abnormal beat. It's going to confuse the contraction of the ventricles, and it may cause fainting. All right, an ectopic beat may cause fainting right there. All right, all right. So looking at this right here, describe an EKG. Let me take a break right here, and I'll come back and I'll finish this right here. Okay, I'll take a break, and I'll come back to the EKG, and I'll finish this first section, and then I'll do some on chapter 21 that'll be a part of this quiz. All right, see you in a few.